My dear fellow suicide loss survivor, if you've been holding it together for everyone around you when something inside is asking for a pause, this message is for you. Welcome. I'm so honored you're here with me today, because today we normalize being overwhelmed. We normalize setting limits that honor our nervous system, and we normalize the need for regulation. So, have you ever noticed that sometimes you just have to leave a place, or have to stop talking about something, or stop answering questions, or that you just need a pause, right? Doesn't mean that you're stepping away forever and avoiding, but sometimes you just need a pause, right? That's completely normal. After suicide loss, we're constantly bombarded with questions, constantly feeling overwhelmed, constantly running on overdrive. And our nervous system is sending us signals that oftentimes we choose to ignore, right? Just push on through, keep it together for everyone around us so that they're not feeling uncomfortable, so that we don't feel like we're selfish or cold. And so we end up not setting boundaries. We end up, ignoring the signals our nervous system sends us. And that can lead to many negative effects, right? Resentment is one of them. Self-resentment, resenting others, right? And then just blocks our healing progress. So if you find yourself in a situation where you feel you can't hold anymore, right? Pushing through your limits is not a badge of honor, right? It's actually very, very hurtful for your healing. So the first step is awareness, right? In a situation where you feel overwhelmed, bombarded, or like you need a pause, just notice, what am I feeling right now, right? For example, maybe I'm feeling the tears coming. Maybe I'm feeling my chest tighten. Maybe I'm feeling like I just want to disappear, right, from this situation, or don't want to be near this person, or, right? First steps is always awareness. And then when we become aware of what we're thinking, feeling, then we can move to discernment, right? And ask, well, what is the limit that I'm feeling come up, right? Maybe my limit is, I need some time alone right now. That's the limit that comes up based on my feeling of awareness. Maybe it's, no, I actually need support, right? So my limit is, I'm done living in isolation and I need some real support, right? And that limit, we just name it clearly, without shame, right? Without pressure to fix it. Right, but we just name it. What is that limit? Maybe we need a pause. Maybe we need to resume later. Maybe we need less of something. Maybe we need more of something else, right? So becoming aware, feeling it, right? I'm feeling this way. The tears are coming out and I'm maybe spiraling. And my limit is, you know what? I want to stop answering questions right now, right? Maybe I just need to regulate. Right? So after discernment comes regulation. So maybe based on this process of identifying how we're feeling and then naming our limit, right? Even just inside, right? Then we can choose a gentle healing response, right? For a regulation step. So that might be, for example, I just need a moment with my soul angel or angels, to have a conversation. I don't need more people bombarding me with questions right now. So that's my regulation step. Maybe I just need to finish work early today, right? I don't need to push on through and prove something. I don't need to perform healing, right? Again, it's not a badge of honor to push through our limits. It's extremely destructive. And our nervous system just keeps not liking that, right? So we have to be aware, and we have to make a choice that's regulating enough to create emotional safety in this moment so that our nervous system can just breathe and get that pause that it wants so desperately, especially when we're afraid to state some boundaries and our limitations, right? So if you have a limit come up, whatever it is, whether it's you need to leave work early, like I said, whether it's you need vacation time, whether it's, you know what, you need to change something in your relationships, see somebody less or see somebody more, right? That's all regulation, right? That's all answering the signal that your nervous system keeps sending you over and over again. Whenever you feel that limit come on, right? Name it. What is this? What is this limit? What is this feeling? Right? I'm frustrated right now. It's too much, right? And what is that limit? State it, even if it's just inside. And that'll help you set some boundaries. That'll help you take your next regulation step. And it doesn't have to be anything big. Really, it doesn't. Right? It could be one grounding song. It could be 3 deep breaths. It could be just stepping outside when you're at that event and you can't go through it, right? Because it's too much for your nervous system to handle safely, right? Always remember, pushing through your limits might have helped you survive, right? Whether it was at a funeral or an event or an anniversary or whatever it is, might have helped you survive. But it's not going to help you heal if you keep defaulting to that only option. Because there's a more healing option. Like I said, start with awareness. How am I feeling right now? Oh yeah, that's coming up. Okay, this is how I'm feeling. What is my limit that comes up as a result to identifying that and becoming aware? My limit is I can't do this anymore. I need a pause, right? I need some time alone, for example. All right, so what's my regulation step based on that decision? It could be simple. It could be, you know what, I'm just going to spend the weekend by myself, disconnect a little bit, connect with my soul angel or angels, right? And then that's you answering the call that your nervous system keeps sending you. So my dear fellow suicide loss survivor, I say this with all my heart. Please take good care of yourself. And of course, may you be filled with music and heal.